I've not been myself for some days now because whenever I remember this thing, it just changes my mood. I don't feel like I own my business anymore. I feel like I'm building someone's brand for them, and I don't want to continue doing that. I don't know if I should go forward or backwards. What's your take on this, Oma? Please help my business. Hello, my loves. It is another episode of the Market Diary. So, if you're still new to this is a series where we read letters from different business owners. So, business owners send us letters and they ask for our help on one topic or the other, and I proffer solutions according to my power and hand over to the audience, because there may actually be people that are more experienced in that particular question than me, so they will just be able to help out, and the person can read through the comment section to also get their answer. So if you want to send us your story, it's very easy. You can just send it to our email at info@digitalbizguru.com.ng. Use the subject line Market Diary, and we'll take it up from there, record a video for you, and you will get the answer to your question. You can also send it to our WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is +234 805 304 5962. So that's our WhatsApp number, and you can write your story and send it down to us, and we will definitely make a video for you where we would answer your question and help you with any issue at all that you have. Just make sure you write it in a letter format, starting with Dear Oma. All right, so our letter for today says, are you ready? Dear Oma, my business is about to be taken away from me. Oh wow. After all my years of sweat and hard work, I think I might lose my business. I've been putting off registering my business for a while now because I just never had the time. And now that I decided to finally register it, I realized that I've only been wasting my time. Turns out that I've been building this brand for another person. Oma, the name is already taken. Oh. I've not been myself for some days now because whenever I remember this thing, it just changes my mood. I don't feel like I own my business anymore. I feel like I'm building someone's brand for them, and I don't want to continue doing that. I don't know if I should go forward or backwards. What's your take on this, Oma? Please help my business. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I can definitely relate. I can definitely relate. Not based on the business name registration, but mine was domain. I kept putting off registering my domain, digitalbizguru.com. I kept putting it off. I kept putting it off. Till one time I was like, okay, I'm ready to create a website now. So let me go. Only for me to go and that domain was not available. The only thing that was available was digitalbizguru.com.ng or digitalbizguru.ng, of which I went for digitalbizguru.com.ng. I now discovered that someone had bought that domain just a few months before that time I wanted to set up my website. And I was amazed because I just launched the brand. Is it that as I just launched the brand, somebody went and registered my domain name? So I reached out to the person, and the person was asking me to pay, I can't remember the exact amount, but I know it was $400 and something. I was like, $400 and something for what? Domain that was it $18 or so? That's like the regular price. And he was like, that's how much he's selling. So I decided to leave the domain for him. I just went and made some inquiries, asked some questions, and I found out the date that that domain was expiring. So what I did was I kept tracking it. The first year, before I could buy the domain, he renewed the domain. So I was like, okay, well, no problem. But the second year, it looked like he had given up on the domain because I had even forgotten to check up. It was like a month after the renewal date. I now remembered, I said, but he would have renewed by now. Now it's like 1 month after. I said, let me go and check. Lo and behold, that domain was available. I bought it immediately. That was how I got back my domain. As in, so that's even why a lot of our assets are still with .com.ng, because that's the first website we set up. Most of our things are there. So I can understand you, and I know how it pains when you've been building with a name and now you cannot use it for something. It was after that my domain experience that I went and secured DigitalBizGuru across all the platforms. Whether we are active or not, I don't even care. I open an account there and leave it. In case I change my mind, I want to use that platform. Before another person come and tell me, maybe this time around they ask for $1,000. So I can understand. One thing I will tell you is that you can try meeting a legal expert or someone that is at least really into this CAC registration thing, on if there is a way you can reach out or if you can coin another name from that your original name. I know some people, like I have a friend that she has a brand name. I'm not going to call her brand name, but the name she is actually registered with in CAC is Muroma. It's not related in any way to the original name that she's known for on social media. So it's actually not that much of a deal breaker. It's actually not that much of a deal breaker. There are some people that if you see their brand name, it's only maybe when you're trying to make a payment and they give you their corporate account. That's when you will now know that, oh, they're not even answering their Instagram name in their corporate account. So I know it's painful, but I'm telling you that there are people that it's not even as if someone stole their original brand name. They just didn't want to use that particular brand name to register their business. They wanted a name that would cover a lot of things, just in case they decide to dive into other things. They will not have to start registering a new business and going through all that process. So you can also see it as a blessing. I know it may seem daunting, but you can also try rebranding. This is if you are that passionate to make sure that your CAC name rhymes with the name that you are using across your social media. That's if you are that passionate too. Because you see, in my case, I couldn't get my .com. I moved on with .com.ng. I moved on. I can remember that time I was given the option to go for DigitalBiz.com. Then there was also DigitalBizGuru. Then I put UU, not one U. Then .com. So all those variations and all. But I didn't want. I was like, the .com is not that deep. Just give me .com with NG. Shebi is working fine. I can still rank in SEO. It's fine. And I went with it. So it really depends on how badly you want this thing. If you feel like it must match, then you can consider rebranding. You can just take it as a good thing. Some people don't even have any CAC issue, but then they are rebranding to show a new face of their brand. So you can say it's a new face of your brand. Only those that know will know that it's actually CAC that caused it. Then I would really advise you to seek out an expert for support. What I'm giving you now is my personal thoughts. I'm not an expert in CAC registration, but hopefully one of our viewers will be an expert and they will be able to guide you through on the next steps you should take or what you should do. Okay? I hope I've been helpful to an extent anyway. And don't worry, it's not as bad. I know the way you feel because I know I felt that way and I felt like, oh my God, why me? Why me? Why me? But you'll be all right. It's just one of those things in business. Guys, please share your thoughts with her Drop your thoughts in the comments section. She is going to read through, and I'm also going to be reading through, and I'll be interacting with all of you. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have you been able to learn one or two things from this episode? Have you? Don't forget to share with a friend and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in our next market diary video. Bye bye.